Welcome to Big Braids and Crypto. This is your host, Mr. Big Braids. I'm doing a quick video on ASM. We had talked about this yesterday, and let me get it pulled up here. We had talked about how it was basically going to, there's a good possibility that it could just, consolidate and go sideways, which is really basically what's going on. It seems to be going along a steady consolidation along the 618 here. We didn't have a drastic dip, and as we're making this video here, it looks like got some action going on here. A little bitty push. It's catching up to sell. At least it's breaking the trend from the downtrend where it came out of. And making another run back up, watching this along the past hour and stuff, you know, uh, coming into crypto, you got to really be prepared for anything. Anything can happen, and you just got to watch for the signs, watch the charts, look for information. Make sure you're watching BTC all the time, trying to find out what it's doing. Make sure you're, listening up to all the talk and the chatter, so you're not getting wrecked. I know that a lot of people probably lost a lot of money here. Uh, you know, I did the same back in the day. I've seen a big red candle and started trying to sell here, and then it catches, and then all of a sudden it's back up here and you're trying to buy in after you done lost out all the money you bagged up here. So I that's my personal I did that enough to that I'm not going to do that again. Coming into crypto, you have to have a game plan. Like you'll hear from a lot of people, they're always going to say, you have to have a game plan coming into crypto. You have your own game plan. If people are spreading FUD or whatever, you got to do what's right for you. Um, but those of you that sold, yeah, sure, that was probably the best thing for you if that's what you wanted to do. But you know, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are running back and trying to buy right here, right now, and that's just chasing green candles now. And ASM is still cheap, and I'm glad that it's going back into the channel for those of you that are in ACM. It's looking bullish. I mean, it's still doing what it's doing. We'll see what it does. Um, but the market cap's just totally, um, you know, from the news that I hear, on across the net and such, I see people saying that, the total amount of the coins are going to be distributed soon. They're totally getting sold off or whatnot. But who's to say? Somebody comment or fill us in, let us know what's really going on with this. But that's what I've heard so far. It's still in quarter 3. I haven't checked it yet today, but that'd be something to look into. How far along this project is? Did that quarter 4 light? Did it hit? Is it blinking on and off? And are we gonna go? Is this sucker gonna take off to the moon? You never know. This is crypto, and this just is something that we just need to, be patient with and watch. And you know, I mean, uh, you know, I mean, I feel bad for everybody that just gets wrecked. And that's the big reason why I do this show. I got this started because I know there's going to be a lot of people from the indigenous community that are going to eventually start getting into this. And I really want them to have somebody to come to and say, you know what, hey man, let me help me to not get wrecked, because crypto looks dangerous, and it is dangerous. It can be, but it also could be a lot of fun. uh, I in the beginning when I got into this, you know, it everybody thought I was crazy, and they still do today. But those of you that are getting into it and giving it a try, I hope everything works out for you in it, because it is exciting. The more you learn about it, and uh, you know, it the better you get at reading the signs and watching the world, and just watching how everything moves. All the patterns and stuff. People's words can change in a minute. Where all the money flows. You got to watch for big signs of that. If somebody says something about BTC, you better be watching those charts. And Just like I say that all the time. I love a good sale. I mean, years ago I would have been like, oh my God, this is horrible. But you know, in this time and age, if I see some signs, some crawling, some upward crawling, like I was talking about the other day, and then we're getting some splashes, and then you're gonna expect something to happen. It's gonna drop, and I always just, it's good to have a little bit of something there so you can just like throw it in there because I mean, if that's your, I mean, this going into crypto, I like to be prepared for anything, and it's got to be fun, and I just, it, it's just awesome. I love crypto, and I know it's not going anyplace, and it's always going to be here, and but yeah, whoever's in this, I hope it takes off, and geez, it'd be awesome to see this sucker take off to the moon. I mean, I've seen people throwing some, absurdly huge numbers, but I'll be realistic on this one. I mean, I believe, the project's not there, but yeah, sure. I mean, shoots 80 cents, man. That would be like a dream. I mean, 50 cents, for some people. I mean, even 30 cents would probably be awesome to a lot of people that's got like tons of money in there. But from what I hear on the circuit, a lot of people are still driving the price down a little bit, and probably just keeping it as stable as they can. I mean, my theory on that is probably, I mean, they still get a lot of coins that they have with them, so um, you know, they haven't distributed a lot of them yet, and I mean, if I had a coin and I had all my peeps, trying to get aboard, I'd probably be like, I'm gonna keep this stuff low. You guys have a certain amount of time, and then I'm gonna release this thing. I mean, but that's just the theory that I got. Like I always say, this isn't financial advice. You got to do what you want, but that's it. I've been seeing news like that around. People have been saying, coins are almost about ready to get sold out in this project, and well, I'm anxious to find out because these projects are new, and crypto, the market's just changed this year from the years before till now, and it just boggles my mind because I like to have a challenge, and I like to have a puzzle and stuff like that. So, if you guys something want me to research and stuff like that, I'm the guy. I'll find who the hell. I mean, I'll find out what their bathroom sink looks like if you really want me to. I mean, if you want me to dig deep, I'll dig deep. But make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll definitely do that stuff for you. Because I mean, the more information we have, the more money we're gonna make. I mean, and that's exactly why I want this channel to go get great and stuff because the more information we have together about anything and everything, it's the best, the greatest thing ever, and I'm looking at some different things. I'm actually checking out a project. It's probably not even listed yet, but I saw the coolest thing ever. It was like this metaverse stuff, and these like game themes, and those things are awesome. Coming from a youngster, I used to play video games and stuff, but a lot of that stuff's cool. I'll probably talk about it in another video once I find it, and see what you guys think, like and comment, and then tell me what you think. Let me know what's going on, and but yes, Mr. Big Braids signing out from a reservation somewhere. Y'all have a good night. Hope this goes live for y'all.